Another great race on the horizon then. It's the Honda R200 final. Aaron Berridge and Ashton Horspool on the front row of the grid from Rocco Geraghty and Kian Sullivan, then Rebecca Restel and Peter Webster, Aidan Ingram and Lewis Dean, then Kevin Bogarski and Daniel Hulse. Outside the top 10, plenty of other races to try and go for it. Tristan Gilfillan and Hendrix Bennett, Hallie Findlater and Thomas Stevens, then Maya Duffel, Carter Lundy, Lola Flatley and Dexter Petty. Here we go! Up to the first corner and through Park Bend, up towards Cafe, and there's a proper squiggle on for the first couple of corners. Everybody just about getting through Cafe without incident. We're on board with Peter Webster, and that in front of us is the hard-charging 42. That is Rebecca Restel trying to work her way forward in the hope that she can make a move. Oh, and a couple of drivers trying to get up the inside of us and making us look a little bit sluggish. But out in front, it is a very good start indeed from Aaron Berridge. The black machine leads the charge forward in Honda R200. So Aaron Berridge, no problems at all to lead the way as they go up towards Hanger and then in towards Wilkins. On board again with Webster, that's Aidan Ingram, the young man from Melton Mowbray to our right-hand side, trying to get the switcheroo to get back on terms and make the overtake. It's not going to happen just yet. So the end of the first lap, very competitive stuff already as it's Berridge that leads. Then Horspool, Geraghty, Sullivan, Rebecca Restel, Ingram, Webster and Lewis Dean. Great racing on this first lap, and there is the battle. Here comes Rocco Geraghty, the man from Chesterfield. Currently running in third position, just tucked up behind Ashton Horspool. Had a nice couple of moves on the inside line there in Stratford Hairpin. Couple of drivers choosing that moment to make the move. You've got to be so careful in these opening couple of laps. It can be very easy for these Honda R200s to spit you out if you're over aggressive on the curves. Back on board with Webster. Now we've got a big challenge. That's Aidan Ingram again. Round the far side, we've got plenty of speed. We just haven't got the position to then get through on the undercut. And again, Ingram is able to hold on to it for the time being. The idea is good. The execution just hasn't quite been able to finish off yet. And through they go again. Up to the far side. And at the end of the second lap, still we have Berridge in the lead from Horspool and Geraghty. On board once again with Webster, trying to get on terms with Aidan Ingram. I really fancy the chances of Rebecca Restel in this race, though. There she is at the back of this queue. We've got 5 karts in the mix. Berridge, Horspool, Geraghty, Sullivan and Restel. And Restel looks particularly composed at the moment. Not overdriving the car, not putting too much work on the tyres at the moment. Kian Sullivan is hustling Geraghty. On board with Webster. Third time lucky on Aidan Ingram, is it? Round the outside. They almost banged bearings there. And just on the inside line, is that going to be the move? It is indeed. This time we've done it. Excellent work from Webster. And at the end of the third lap, Webster is through past Aidan Ingram. Excellently done. Through they go again. And now the next target for Aidan Ingram is got back in front after all that hard work. Webster loses out again to Aidan Ingram through the first corner. That was a very short-lived manoeuvre. Unfortunately then, for Peter Webster, he's got to now try and get back on terms with Aidan Ingram one more time. Here they are, paddling away at the Bruno Ferrari chicane. Don't get through on the left. Right, this is where Webster's got plenty of speed. He gets a good run off the chicane. This time he's up on the inside of Aidan Ingram. Surely this time we're going to finish the move. We use plenty of curve. No! Aidan Ingram still holds him at best. Now through the hairpin, trying to get him on the exit. Have we done it? This time I think we have. So now, finally, Ingram has to succumb to Peter Webster, who manages to get the move done, finishes it off smartly, and that will do. But it is very tough indeed to make these overtaking moves stick, as on the inside, still battling away. This is a little bit further down the mix. Oh, and off the road. That's very unfortunate for Tristan Gilfillan. He was battling away there with Daniel Hulse, with Hallie Findlater and Kevin Bogarski, really trying to make their moves. And here it is again. Now this is the overtaking opportunity on the inside from Daniel Hulse. He's there, but then he bails out of it. But there's just a little bit of contact, and there is a little bit of a run wide, unfortunately, for Gilfillan, who goes onto the grass. And once you're there in these cold temperatures, you're never getting back to position again without incident. Right, we're back on board with Peter Webster. The hard-charging Dexter Petty has worked his way further forward, and Petty is now ahead of Webster. That's for P6. Meanwhile, Ashton Horspool has gone into the lead, and Geraghty's gone with him. That is Berridge down to third position, so Aaron Berridge is going to have to try and fight back here. So Rocco Geraghty, second position. He fancies his chances of taking the lead from Horspool, though. He's opened the door, though. There's the move again from Berridge into second position. And with 1 lap to go at the end of this one, it couldn't be better timed, really, for Berridge to try and steal back the victory. They go across the line. Last lap begins. This is going to be a tough one now. Horspool still holds it. Battle going on. Big star for fourth position further back. That's Restel, Petty and Webster. But now Berridge is going to try and make his move into Stratford hairpin, and the door is wide open. Horspool is just going to sail to the side as Berridge storms back into the lead on the last lap. Geraghty's got to keep his foot in if he wants second from Ashton Horspool. Horspool holds his line. Excellently done. So now it's going to be Horspool versus Geraghty down the back straight, and there's not a lot between them. Geraghty can't quite get level, can't quite get alongside. Horspool should be able to hold on to this for second position then, behind our race leader, Berridge, as Petty goes for the move on Restel. Going into the final couple of corners, checkered flag is in the air, and it's Berridge who picks up the victory. Aaron Berridge wins from Horspool, Geraghty, and Dexter Petty, just in front of Rebecca Restel and Peter Webster. Great racing to the finish. Aidan Ingram just missing out on the top six, ahead of Dean, Hulse and Bogarski. But that was magnificent stuff all the way to the line, and they're still racing in the lower positions as well. Great racing from the Honda R200s, and Aaron Berridge, despite dropping as low as P3 at one stage, managed to dig deep and fight his way back to supremacy once more. Aaron Berridge takes the win from Ashton Horspool and Rocco Geraghty. Then Dexter Petty ahead of Rebecca Restel and Peter Webster. From Aidan Ingram, Lewis Dean. 9th position for Daniel Hulse in front of Kevin Bogarski. And that is a fantastic way to start the Honda R200 Championship battle. Aaron Berridge is your championship leader as we have more races after the break.